Assalamu alaikum guys. Okay, so we are back. In this lecture, we are gonna do MCQs number 16 to 20. Alright, of October, November 2009. Okay, variant 1. Okay, variant 1. Alright, so MCQ number 16, it says that during electrolysis of brine is actually concentrated solution of NaCl. The diaphragm cell, chlorine, hydrogen, and sodium hydroxide are produced. What is their molar ratio of these products? Okay, guys, for this reaction, you need to be able to draw a balanced equation, an overall balanced equation of the reaction that's actually occurring. Okay, first of all, if we start out from NaCl alone, NaCl will dissociate to form sodium and chloride ions. Just ignore the twos for a bit, and water which is present in there will dissociate to give you H positive and OH negative ions. These two cations will go to the cathode, these two anions will go to the anode. Okay, the reaction at cathode is that the hydrogen is produced, right? So H positive will gain two electrons to form hydrogen gas. And at the anode, chlorine gas is produced, so two chloride ions will lose two electrons to form chlorine gas. Now, in over here, we actually needed 2 moles of chloride ions and 2 moles of H positive ions. If we look at the equation up here, before the twos, before the twos were added, only 1 mole of each of them was added, right? Only 1 mole of each of them were produced by these dissociations which were given over here. And these equations are perfectly balanced. But if we want to balance the dissociation, the discharge equations as well, we'll need to use 2 moles of NaCl because we need 2 moles of chloride, and we'll need to use 2 moles of water because we need 2 moles of H positive ions. So this would mean that we are actually getting 2 moles of NaOH solution. 2 moles of NaOH are being produced in addition to 1 mole of hydrogen gas and 1 mole of chlorine gas. So 1 mole of hydrogen, 1 mole of chlorine, and 2 moles of NaOH. So B is the correct answer. Right, now let's move on to the next answer option. Next MCQ number 17. When sulfur trioxide is manufactured from sulfur dioxide and oxygen using the contact process, which conditions affect the value of the equilibrium constant Kc? Again, this is an equilibrium constant, and I told you guys that equilibrium constant are only affected by temperature and nothing else. So therefore, adjusting the temperature shall be the correct answer. Pressure, no effect. Catalyst, no effect. And the change in concentration, again, has no effect at all. Now, moving on to the next MCQ number 18. Most modern cars are fitted with three-way catalytic converters in the exhaust system. Okay, which three gases are removed by such catalytic converters? Okay, catalytic converters. The role of catalytic converters is that they remove harmful and toxic gases from the exhaust fumes. Now, the toxic gases, the characteristic gases are oxides, carbon monoxide, the oxides of nitrogen, and hydrocarbons. Okay, now carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and oxides of nitrogen are in there. Okay, so carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, oxides of nitrogen. This should be the correct answer. If we look at option B, we have carbon dioxide in here. Carbon dioxide is not removed because it is not a toxic gas. What about option C, sulfur dioxide? Actually, sulfur dioxide is not present in fuels, in car fuels, not in petrol at least. It is present in sulfur containing fossil fuels such as coal. So therefore, sulfur dioxide is not produced. So the best option is option A. Now let's move on to option MCQ number 19. Okay, MCQ number 19. Yeah, this is important, guys. In an historically famous experiment, Wohler heated inorganic ammonium cyanide in the absence of air to only the only product of the reaction was the organic urea, which were produced, and no other products were formed in this reaction. What is the formula of the cyanate ion present in ammonium cyanide? Okay, guys, you are actually trying, this is actually more like a balancing question. The molecular formula of urea has been given: carbon monoxide, NH3 and NH2 and twice. Now we have to check one by one each of these MCQ options to see which one fits in, because they told us that it's in absence of oxygen. This means that the only reactant which is present is 1 mole of ammonium cyanide, and the only product that we have is 1 mole of our urea. Now, if we look at the first option, ammonium cyanate, if we consider this ion to be cyanate, then the formula will be ammonium cyanide. And if we try balancing them out, so they are actually balanced already, because the carbon, one carbon atom One oxygen atom, two nitrogens are in here, and four hydrogens. Okay, so A balances the equation. If you look at B, B does not balance the equation because in B you'll have 2 moles of ammonium. And so for 2 moles of ammonium and having three nitrogen atoms on the left hand side and two nitrogen atoms on the right hand side will not balance the equation. What about CO only? Okay, only CO present with ammonium will again not balance the equation. All right, and again, only NO present with ammonium will again not balance the equation. So the best option is A. Now let's look at MCQ number 20, the last MCQ for this lecture. The drug cortisone has the formula shown. Okay, in addition to those chiral centers which are already marked with this asterisk, okay, these are the chiral centers that are already marked for us. How many chiral centers are present in the cortisone molecule? Okay, guys, the trick for this part is that we just need to look at the carbon atoms which are at the edges, at the junctions, and which are not double bonded. So basically, this carbon atom over here is not double bonded and contains four different atoms or groups of atoms. So definition of chiral center is fulfilled. It is an asymmetric carbon atom. If you look at the second carbon over here and the third carbon, so these three are chiral carbons. No other chiral carbon is present. This is not chiral because it's double bonded. This is not chiral, again double bonded, not chiral because double bonded. So only we have three molecules which are chiral. Okay, guys, so this is it for this lecture. MCQ number 21 to 25 have been discussed in the next lecture, the link to which is given in the description. Thank you so much.